And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe.
What's up, my YouTube friends, viewers, subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. And the topic for today is self-improvement. And the shortest way possible to explain this is you need to upgrade your character, which means you need to be getting smarter, stronger, faster. Life is about constantly growing. So self-improvement is about getting better at what you can do now. It's totally different from self-development, because self-development is learning new things, but that's for a different story. Self-improvement is to be better at what you know now. So whatever area that you're in, you need to be better and better and better. If you are in the same position constantly, then you're not improving, you're not growing, and you're not changing. Because self-improvement is about being able to get better at stuff, and that's life. That's like life is a learning cycle. It doesn't really matter what you know now. I guarantee you there's something you don't know. It's like setting challenges for yourself and overcoming those challenges. If you're the type of person to always running away from challenge, you don't set no goal, you don't do nothing with yourself, you will get nowhere. I'm telling you, improving yourself is like leveling up. You ever notice when you're playing a video game, if your character is not as strong or fast, then you can't advance to the next level? You ever wonder why? Life is like this. Like when you look at these little minor details, it's the same thing like life. If you're playing a car game, Need for Speed, or any racing game, you can't beat the boss if you didn't, say, put on new tires, or you didn't service your car. Because you know, when you're playing car games, you need to get stuff. You need to add what's it called? You need to make your car look better. You upgrade the car basically in order for the car to be faster, so you can challenge the boss. That's like challenges right there. So in order for you to constantly improving and growing, you need to set goals for yourself, big goals or small goals, or small goals leading to a big goal, to give your life meaning and purpose. Then you can actually become better at whatever it is that you're doing. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, over a matter of time, you can do everything without even questioning it. You know what I mean? Like life is about whatever you do. If you keep doing the same thing, you'll get better and better and better and better and better. That's self-improvement. If you're the type of person to always be reading, every book you read, you come across a new word. Your vocabulary is increasing. If you're a skillful person where you play sports and you're constantly playing sports, you know different ways how to make it to the other side of the field. That's improving. That's self-improvement. It's the same thing when, like, you can be doing anything. As long as you're getting better, you keep improving. That's self-improvement right there. You need to upgrade your character, upgrade who you are. Always want to be better than how you were yesterday. Life is about evolvement, or evolution, I should say. So if you ever sit down and you ever wonder why you're always in the same spot, that's because you get nowhere. And maybe you're a person that you're scared of challenges. If you always run away from challenge, how can you know how strong you really are if you never make the weight a little heavier? You know what I mean? It's like self-improvement, bro. It's like you're a skinny guy or skinny person, and you go to the gym, and then maybe 1 month you quit. Then you won't have the same result from a guy that's like skinny as you, that started the same day as you, and you went there for 1 whole year. After 1 whole year, the guy that was there consistently for the whole year, maybe once a week or twice a week or 3 times a week, is gonna look better than you if you only went 2 times for the whole year. That's life. So bro, I'm telling you, if you don't set goals for yourself, then you're a blind man walking without a stick, and you won't be improving nothing. You won't be achieving nothing. Self-improvement is about growing, like I say. So you have to set different goals to get somewhere. You're always achieving something. You're always getting better and better and better and better and better. Bro, that's just how it is. But before you can, oh, I just remember something. Self-improvement is about the person that you are and the person that you want to become, not about the person that you wish you are or the person that you wish you want to become. Because if you're not in an area that you're interested in, you'll never learn, you'll never grow, you'll never change. So if you are in an area where you can say, you know what, this is what I want to do in my life, sorry, and I want to be able to do this. If you focus on what you know and what you can do, you'll improve. If you keep setting goals, you'll keep improve. It's like save, like you get a job and you're saving to buy something. Whether it's like, say you have to save for 1 year, 6 months, 2 year, or a payment plan or whatever. It's like you say, you know what, I want to buy this, but I'm gonna save some money to buy this cash. You know what I mean? So it's like the same thing. You need to set goals, because once you achieve that goal, you will come out stronger than how you went in. That's the definition of challenge, because every challenge that you overcome, mentally you grow. Because you can then analyze different ways to do different things. Do not worry about if you're failing. That's the definition of self-improvement, is you need to fail. If you fail, that means you made a mistake or you made a wrong move. So if you make a wrong move and you quit, you'll get nowhere. You won't improve. You'll stay on the same level if you quit. So if you're doing something and you fail, you made a mistake, and you can sit down and analyze, and you can say, okay, I did this and this didn't work. Let me try it this way. If you try it the other way and it worked, you'll come out on top. Then you'll feel a lot better because you achieved something. You know what I mean? That's self-improvement. Constantly learning, getting smarter every day. Bro, let me tell you something. I do not care how smart you are, how fast you are, how strong you are. There's always one level above whatever you are today. Because everybody that don't got $1 million, everybody want to become a millionaire. But once you become a millionaire, everybody want to become a multi-millionaire. Everybody want to become a billionaire. Like, everybody be setting goals to achieve stuff. And once you achieve that goal, then you'll have a next goal. That's just how it is, because setting a goal comes with challenges in order to achieve that goal. I'm telling you. So if you're a person, you don't want to set no goals, you don't want to do nothing, this is why you are constantly on the same position every time. And guess what? Time is still flowing by accordingly. So if you sit down and you may tell yourself, okay, I don't want to set no goal, I don't want to do nothing with my life, you are still aging every single day. And your mentality is still the same. So if you think you're affecting society, or you're affecting somebody, or you're affecting whatever the case may be by sitting down doing nothing, you are only hurting yourself at the end of the day. That's life. That's just how it is. You need to upgrade your character, bro. I'm telling you, life is about adding value to yourself, getting smarter, learning. Like, that's just how it, like, how can people be living in this generation and not want to have any self-employment? Back in the day, there wasn't like no social media. Like, all the rappers had to go to, what's it called, radio station for their music to be played, or they have to go to certain producers in order to be recognized. But technology has made it in a way where you can make your own songs, you can make your own instrumental, you can voice your own music, and you can post it on your YouTube channel. And you're telling me that technology is this advanced and people are still living in an era where they think that, oh, I don't want to do nothing. Like, it is so easy. Look how many YouTubers are getting millions of dollars from making videos online. This is proven fact that technology is constantly evolving, and so should humans. Because if you look at kids today, kids know how to use tablet and phone. But if you're a person that you were born in the 90s, remember back then when we were younger, we didn't have iPhone, Samsung, we didn't have phones like with camera on there. And these new generational kids, they know how to use a tablet. And even 4-year-old, 5-year-old, they know how to use a tablet. That's a primary proof of self-improvement. Because, like I said, look back to how you were as a kid compared to kids in these days. They're completely different. Well, if you really think about it, if we had the same resources that they had, then we could probably learn even more. Because I'm not even 30 yet. And when say I was younger going to school, we had to do like most, what's it called? Most reading in books. You know what I mean? In order to know new words, then you have to go in a dictionary and you have to scroll. Nowadays, all you got to do is Google it on your smartphone. I remember at one time where there was what's it called? No social media on the phone. So whenever you had to what's it called, change your profile picture on Facebook, then you need to go on the laptop or a desktop, because social media there wasn't no smartphone, is it, like BlackBerry and those stuff wasn't out yet. But if you look back at technology, it's constantly growing and changing. Like over how many years ago, cars couldn't drive by itself, and now you got Tesla. And now cars have cruise control and what's it called, brake sensors, and what's it called, the side sensors, you know, like all these different sensors. It's the same thing with humans. The more you do something, the more you grow, the more you change. Who you think create these technologies? People like us. But the difference is they kept improving and improving and improving. Look at Samsung or iPhone. Look at any cell phone. You got a model number 1, all the way up to like a model number 8, model number 9, model number 10. Because guess what? They make one, and then they sit down and they analyze. They can say, okay, we made this one like this. Let's make a model number 2 like this. And the same thing go for cars, houses, all these different type of stuff. It's constantly improving. Now, if you're a human being capable of doing something, and you sit down in the same spot and you're not improving nothing, all these stuff around you is constantly growing and changing. Bro, life is going so fast. So if you're not doing anything with yourself, you lose all that time, and at the end of the day, you get absolutely nowhere. You didn't achieve nothing. You're not smarter, you're not stronger, you're not faster, nothing. You're still the same person, and mentally you're on the same level. Now, if you're a person that get up every single day and you get some money and you got a goal, you got a career, you're chasing after your dreams, you want to achieve something, you know how fast your life will be? Because me, I live a very fast life, and I always tell people, bro, my life is so quick. Like, I don't even focus on the days anymore. I literally just wake up and say, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm working on. That's it. That's it. Self-improvement is about leveling up, and it's about you. It's not about everybody else. It's not about, oh, somebody's doing that, so I need to do that. No. That's not how it works. God won't bless who you are trying to be. Or no, sorry, I said that wrong. God won't bless the person you're pretending to be. He will only bless the person that you are and the person that you're wanting to be, as long as you're true to yourself and you're like, you know what, this is what I want, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I want to achieve. If you get up every single day and your mind is locked in on something, doesn't really matter about the failures. I think that's why a lot of people don't have self-improvement, is because they're so scared of failing that they don't even start. Because to them it's like, oh, what's the point of doing all of this if I'm just gonna fail? Or what's the point of trying to start this business if that no. You know how much mental energy you use from sitting down and worrying? Bro, I always tell people, I'm like, bro, when you get up, like, say you're about to go to the grocery store, and then you look around in your kitchen, you're like, okay, I need this, you look around in your bathroom, you're like, oh, I need this, I need that. By the time you sit down and you're thinking all these different type of stuff, you're mentally exhausted already, to the point where when you get up and you're like, okay, now it's time to go to the grocery store, you're like, oh, I need to sit down for an hour. That's because you're constantly thinking without even doing anything. You know what I mean? So if you got up, I'm not saying you need to get up and go to the grocery store without knowing whatever it is that you want. But you need to have a pattern. You need to have a routine. You need to have something to say, okay, every time I go to the grocery store, this is what I'm getting for my bathroom. So I need my shampoo, my shower gel, you need to know these things. But a lot of people spend so much time sitting down talking about all these different things and not making the move forward. While they sit down and they talk all these big ideas, they're even exhausted when they're done. And guess what? Now one step was moved forward. That's a person lacking self-improvement because you're not improving, you're the same person. Bro, I always tell people, if you guys have been watching me for a while now, then you will probably hear me say this already. Every time there's like, when people are growing and evolving, they always feel a shift. I don't know if others can feel it, but me, I can feel it. And I always tell people, when I'm growing, when I'm changing, I can feel myself thinking different, more clearly. How I speak, how I carry myself, that's self-improvement. I can feel these things. And whenever I say it to people, they look at me like they have no idea what I'm talking about. Probably they don't even know. I'm not saying everyone is the same or everybody should be like me, but what I'm saying is, whenever I achieve something, I know within myself that I put the time in, I put the effort in, I aim for it, and I got it. Life is about what you want it to be, no, sorry, I said that wrong. Life is about what you make it to be. So first you have to sit down and say, okay, this is the type of life that I want. That's the first step. The second step is finding every way possible in order to will it into existence. That's self-improvement, because first you sit down and you think, you're like, okay, this is what I want. You aim for it. You set goals. Because once you overcome those challenges, I'm telling you, bro, you will feel a shift within yourself. You can sit down and say, oh, I feel good. Imagine when you're racing, like sport, like track and field, you're running, and you come first. If you're constantly training every single day, then obviously you're going to be faster and better than everybody else that's not training every single day. So it's not about whether you're naturally talented or you're smart. Like me, I'm naturally talented, but I still have to sit down and analyze what I want, and still I have to work in order to get it. I was never that type to say, I know I'm a quick learner, I know I'm naturally talented, I know I'm a very intelligent, like I know these things, but guess what? I still need to put the work in order to get where exactly I'm trying to go. But a lot of people, like some people will sit down and say, oh, I'm naturally like this, so why should I do anything? No. That's you lacking self-improvement, because you're not getting smarter, you're not getting stronger. Nothing about you is changing. You're still the same person. And I've always tell people, if you see me today, next 6 months, next year, I'm the different like every time you see me, I'm a very, like, what's it called? I'm a different version of the same person that you saw the last time. I always tell people, I may be the same person, but guess what? The version is different. Because this person that stand before you, or this person that's here before you right now, is completely different than the guy that was sitting before you, say, last year, last 2 years, last 3 years, or even before I started doing YouTube. Like everybody that know me personally, whether they want to believe it or not, I'm always different versions every time they see me. That's self-improvement. This is like say you want to do, say you like buying shoes. And every time you treat yourself, you go buy shoes. You're constantly improving because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's consistency. And you set goals for yourself and you achieve those goals. This is like me sitting down saying, okay, by August, I'm going to take myself shopping. So I'm going to save this much money to take myself shopping. Right after I save all that money and I take myself shopping and I come back home with 5-6 new pair of shoes, I'm going to sit down and look at all of them like, I feel good. Bro, you know how good you will feel once you achieve something? Bro, it's like a very overwhelming feeling especially when you overcome a hard challenge. Then when you come out on top, you come out as a different person, where you can say, you know what? For some time within that moment, I thought I was about to fail, or thought I was about to crack or break. But I'm happy I kept pushing forward and I didn't give up. And now I come out as a better person. That's what self-improvement is. Going through challenges and come out better than how you were when you went in. That's it. And the reason why a lot of people is not improving, like I say, they're not setting goals. Like people that are not setting goals, they don't know what's going on in the world. Bro, you got to remember, time is still flowing by. The difference is you are sitting down in the same spot, getting nowhere. You're not learning nothing. You're not there's no change to your character, you're not leveling up. It's like playing a game and you refuse to upgrade your character, and you struggle over and over and over and over and over again just to pass level 1. Because guess what? You refuse to upgrade your character. That's the reason why you kept failing to pass level 1. But once you upgrade your character, where your character is better than how it was before you upgrade it, then you have the ability to pass level 1 and advance to level 2. But once you start thinking like this, then you'll know exactly what you need to do, because the ability is within you. The only difference is you're not doing nothing, and you're probably capable of whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you want. But the difference is you're not making the step forward because you set no goal for yourself. And also, if you're the type of person that you blame everybody else for your failure, you blame everything else. If you don't take no self-accountability for your failures, you will not grow, you will not change. Because blaming something else give one comfort to accept defeat. So it's like if you try to do something, you say, oh, because of that person, that's why I didn't achieve it. People give themselves closure by blaming everything and everybody else. And if you ever notice, people that take no self-accountability always end up getting nowhere. If you don't believe me, look around. Everybody that don't take self-accountability, if they don't sit down and say, you know what, I messed up, I lost, I need to figure out how to make it right. Those are the type of people that will come out on top, because they have analyzed their mistake and they will say, you know what, I did this, let me try the same thing in a different way to see if it worked. Once it worked, they will come out on top. But once they do something and they fail and they blame everything else, those are the type of people that sit down in the same spot and get nowhere. They're not improving, they're not changing, they're not evolving. Nothing about them is different. The only thing about them is different is their age. This is why people end up growing like their age keep jumping and they're still getting nowhere, because lack of self-improvement. And like I say, life is about constantly growing and changing. Like, I don't know, I always tell people, and this is why most times I react to videos, like pictures of me, to look back at myself. Like every time, like self-reflection is good for yourself, and it's good to look back to see where you are and how you are and what you know back then and what you know now, bro. That's how you can like analyze your self-improvement, and you can say, you know what, I'm a lot better than how I was a couple years ago, or I'm faster, or I have a better physique than how, bro. You gotta look back at yourself, bro, to see if you're improving or not. People that refuse to look back at themselves know that they're in the same position. This is why they refuse to look back at themselves, and that's a person that lacks self-improvement, because they're not upgrading themselves. And if you're a person that average guy and you got a job and you refuse to spend your money on yourself to make yourself a better person, then what's the point of getting the job in the beginning? Like, I refuse to understand that a person should get a job and they're not looking better with the job than how they look without a job. Like that's impossible. I refuse to understand that. I don't care who you are, where you come from. If you're gonna come to me and tell me, oh Ty, I got a job, but before I started, I was like this, and I got a job, and I'm exactly the same. Then what are you doing with your money? You're not doing anything. You're not investing your money within yourself to make yourself a better person. You're not giving yourself accessories to create a goal to do. Complete garbage. That's a person lack of self-improvement. I don't even want to go down that way. I don't even want to discuss that, because I don't have those type of conversation with nobody. No. Me, I'm constantly the guy to talk about what's the next step, what's going on. I'm that type of guy. I don't talk about, oh, what did you achieve last year? What I may ask people is, what's their latest achievement? Which means something you just achieved. So if you just achieve something, that means you want to achieve something else. Man, this world we live in is crazy. We got more people lacking self-improvement than those who are literally improving every single day. How you expect to improve if you're not leveling up? It's crazy. I hope this message was useful for some of you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I will be back trying to do more stuff. You go enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.